having gone through everything he's gone through, like he lives his life as if anything is possible.
But the stuff I go after is always the stuff that is looked at as impossible. I'm on MTV, Wildin' Out. I'm on VH1, Love and Hip Hop. I'm on BET, the games people play, playing myself. That's all Viacom. Viacom is a network owned by a white woman that targets black people, those networks. But I'm on there, getting paid pennies, by the way, and making to be a fool on one network, being praised on another, and wanted to go to the award show, the VMAs, and they told me no. So when they told me no, I said, well, then I'm gonna create my own award show. Like, that sounds so stupid and crazy for somebody just out the blue to go, I'm gonna just create my own award show. And then when I said it, and I said it publicly, I'm like, now I gotta actually do it. Okay, how much is that? How much that cost? They're like, 700 grand. Okay, well, so I paid for it out of my own pocket the first year. Last year was 900 grand, paid for my own thing. But the last year, you know, I started calling people. Okay, what I realized, I was just telling them in this meeting we had, like, my hardest thing is I don't know how to raise money, but I do have all the contacts if I needed to raise money, but I'm afraid to ask for money. That's one thing I'm afraid of, because if you tell me no, then don't ever call me again. but I have mastered leveraging, right? So, like, I called Madonna to be a part of my award show last year. She said she was too busy. I said, okay, I knew, maybe her and Mariah Carey aren't the best of friends, so I called Mariah Carey. And then Mariah Carey said yes, but I called Madonna and said, don't worry about it, Mariah's gonna do it. Petty. Right, so I learned how to leverage, right? And now we have this amazing award show, and it's like, it's black owned, it's for the culture, we had the vice president pull up on video with us last year. We had Babyface and Whoopi Goldberg. Last year we had Mariah Carey and Lizzo, and Tiffany hosted both years, and now it's turned into an actual show that'll be televised. And so I just know, like, if I say I love Rihanna, become friends with Rihanna. I said I want to be on the Breakfast Club, now I'm co-host of Breakfast Club. So, like, I just feel like if you want it bad enough and you just do everything with the right intentions, like, if you put in the work, eventually it's gonna happen. And so, yeah.
But that to me is what's incredible, right? Is like, if we can manifest those things, then our clients who have depression, they can manifest happiness, because he says ridiculous things. Like, I'm gonna host my own award show. I'm gonna pay for it out of my own pocket. And like he said, like, Babyface was there.
It was good.
The twins, not the twins.
Oh, Halle and Chloe and Halle.
Chloe and Halle.
Yeah.
I mean, it was
good.
It was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. You've been on the pivot, like, everything he says, remember yesterday I was talking to Tiffany about, like, there's a thing that people have that helps them achieve where they don't see the obstacles, and he does not.
But see, that's the thing. On some, like, again, the meeting that we were just in, like, fundraising is, like, asking people for money. Talking about money is uncomfortable for me, only because when I talk to certain people, I always feel like if a person doesn't respond with the amount that I'm asking for, then you don't see the value, and then that becomes a whole other moment. Right. Because I don't come at a discount. I've been asked to be discounted so many times. Like, oh, especially, and they come from our people the most. Oh, yeah, What? What? Because my rent don't say, For real. Like, my travel doesn't say, I posted on Facebook yesterday, and people, I don't even think about how people are gonna perceive what I post, because I really don't care. But I said last month, I didn't drink, I stopped going out, I didn't really do excess shopping, I didn't take all my friends on a trip, and I saved in 1 month $243,000. That's a lot of money. That foster kid who didn't have no home and didn't have no money knew what $100 felt like. And so that was a reality check for me, that, like, to squander not squander, but to unnecessarily spend $250,000 when that could be investing in jobs or things that help me grow beyond where I am now. Like, it's a level check for me to go, like, I didn't need to do that, or hire somebody to help me raise money. You know what I mean? And so I think it's just one of those things where, like, I'm constantly in a battle with myself to improve in certain areas. But, the will to live, the will to survive, the will to want to be better, the will to want to be great, that is something that I've always had, and I haven't always perfected, because I have allowed distractions, from people or things. But, like, now I'm locked in, because now I realize, like Queen Latifah told me, she said, to whom much is given, much is required. You're now the person that foster kid is looking at as an example, that person whose mother's on drugs, or person whose father abandoned him. And there's one little quick story. we were on the Breakfast Club, and he was there, and me and Charlamagne and Envy were interviewing him, and we started talking about our fathers, and I was saying, what do you think about people being guilted into like having a relationship with their dad? Because I don't have one with mine, not because he's not present. I chose to vacate the relationship. I chose to put it into it years ago. There's no negative feelings. I'm not mad. I'm not bitter. I just don't communicate with him. And everybody says I should build a relationship with him because he's gonna die soon because he's older. He was like 72. And I said, I don't feel a need to build that relationship. Like the relationship to me has already died to me. And we had that conversation. And then 2 days later, he died. And then here come everybody with the guilt. Oh, you don't feel guilty? You living with guilt. I give closure to myself. I give myself the license to let go and the permission to have peace over everything. Finances, people, friends. If you want to cross me and betray me, not a problem. Good luck and Godspeed. Because I know the value that depletes from your life when I remove myself. And so I don't need to, and that's not an ego thing. That's just like, I know how many times I paid for dinner thing. I know how many times you slept in my house for free thing. I know how many trips you've been on for free thing. I know how many relationships you've used for me or that you benefited from. So I know that. And when he died, and still to this day, I had no feeling about it. It didn't hurt. I sent flowers. I sent a card. I checked on every one of my siblings to make sure that they were okay, let them know I was there for them. But I didn't feel a need to like be guilted into a relationship with him. The same with my mom as she was dying. I wrote in the book, she started crying, literally crying, and she was in the hospital, and she said, I just need to know that you forgive me. And I knew at that moment that forgiveness was for me, but that she needed that piece to go, and she died the next day. I'm fine with all that. And I don't even think we've talked about it in therapy because I really have given myself the closure, and I'm good. But I think a lot of people that are just like, they have a lot going on, I just pray they find the ability to slow down enough to like gather the thought on how to work on it in increments. Like you can't work on everything all the time. Like you just can't. Like when we started, I was drinking every day.
A lot.
I loved it, But then when you think about it, like everything I'm ever doing wrong is when I'm drunk. Spending all the money, every time I go into a financial conversation with my CFO, it's marketing, but no, that was a lot of alcohol. Okay, or trips, random trips, and 10 people going to Dubai. Like, there's no reason why 10 people need to fly business class to Dubai, because those 10 people wouldn't take me to Dubai. So yeah, a lot of aha moments, but that 243,000, I don't know. I'm for the cut this week. I'm cut next month. It's more.